Africans are not shocked by the Epstein files because we already know that these things happen. Other contracts are like, okay, since you didn't want to sacrifice your mom and your favorite child, you're going to have to sacrifice a 3-month-old baby that is born at 2 p.m. every single month. And that's when those weird NGO and philanthropy work starts, because they need to open a NGO focusing on teenage moms and stuff like that in order for them to get their sacrifices fresh off the pot.
Okay, shalom to the house of Israel. Shalom to the 12 tribes scattered abroad. Shalom to the heathen mentioned in 2nd Ezra, chapter 2, verse 33 and 34. As hearing and understanding and having a shepherd in the end of the world. Shalom to all the sons of Adam, but Israel first. Okay, we see Nefertiti, exposing her culture, of her people. I like when she say, you know what I'm saying, at the end. I like when she's like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, well, you know what I'm saying? And I like when she do that. But she cute, though. But, okay, we got Oprah Winfrey right here, you know what I'm saying? She over there doing some big time philanthropist work over there in the tabernacles of Ham. You know what I'm saying? They say shit coming up missing over there, you know what I'm saying, all the time. Um, and so what we have to recognize and what we have to learn is that our forefathers been told us about this. There was one time when I had big meetings, big Shabbat meetings I was teaching. I was telling the people that they was playing around, you know what I'm saying, with the spirit game. I was telling people they was playing. I was saying the most I was going to expose this shit. You see what I'm saying? And here we go. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody used to come to them larger meetings that we was having, larger Shabbat meetings that we was having. You can't say I didn't tell y'all niggas that this was going on. You see what I'm saying? Cause and the reason I know, not because I'm smart, I'm a super dummy. I'm a Powerball dummy. You know what I'm saying? But I know where the knowledge is, and it's the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that Nefertiti, the Hamite lady, is telling you that this ain't nothing new. The Epstein files don't surprise Africans because that's their culture. Listen, Esau married a holy Bama. They was both Canaanites. This is where they got this from. At the end of the video, I'm gonna show you they was burning incense and worshiping the devil in Isaac and Rebecca's house. If I remember that, I'm gonna put that up. But let's show child sacrifice ain't nothing new. Child sacrifice ain't nothing new. You understand? From the Canaanites? Oh no. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12, verse 5. It said, "For thine incorruptible spirit is in all things. Therefore chastenest thou them by little and little that offend, and warnest them by putting them in remembrance wherein they have offended, that leaving their wickedness they may believe on thee, O Lord. For it was thy will to destroy by the hands of our fathers both those old inhabitants of thy holy land, whom thou hatest for doing most odious works of witchcraft and wicked sacrifices, and also those merciless murderers of children, and devourers of man's flesh, and the feast of blood, with their priests out of the midst of their idolatrous crew, and the parents that kill with their own hands souls destitute of help." So the Most High is allowing Solomon to explain why he had us exterminate the Canaanites up out of Canaan. Yeah, because they was doing the child sacrifice and drinking blood and all that. You know what I'm saying? Epstein file, the Canaanite files. You understand what I'm saying? That's all it was. The Amorite files, the Bashan files. You know what I'm saying? The Sihon files. You understand? That's what was going on. If you read the scriptures, hey man, our forefathers been told us what the Canaanites was doing. didn't they? You know what I'm saying? And now you see Esau doing it, but Esau didn't start it. Esau learned that from a darn holy Brahma and they people. Esau did not start this weird shit. These Hamites did. The Hamites went seeking after them demons and finding out how to disrespect the Most High as much as possible. Yes, they did. Ham was the one that kind of got that weird shit popping. You know what I'm saying? After the flood, Ham was the one that kind of got a lot of that weird shit popping. Sure did. Yes, he did. Won't he do it? Didn't he do it? Yes, he did. You know what I'm saying? Okay, here go Esau marrying two witches in the book of Jasher, chapter 29. We're going to start at verse 12. Okay, let me get this straight with you. You referred to Jasher two times in the Bible, Joshua 10 and 13 and 2 Samuel 1 and 18. Okay, let's start right here. Jasher 29 and 12. It says, and when Esau saw that Jacob had fled and escaped from him, and that Jacob had cunningly obtained a blessing, then Esau grieved exceedingly, and he was also vexed at his father and mother. And he also rose up and took his wife and went away from his father and mother to the land of Seir. And he dwelt there. And Esau saw there a woman from amongst the daughters of Heth, whose name was Basemath, the daughter of Elon a Hittite. And he took her for a wife in addition to his first wife. And Esau called her name Adah, saying the blessing had in that time passed from him. And Esau dwelt in the land of Seir 6 months without seeing his father and mother. And afterward Esau took his wives and rose up and returned to the land of Canaan. And Esau placed his two wives in his father's house in Hebron. So Esau brought two funky witches and put them up in Isaac's house. You know, Isaac had got old and shit. You know what I'm saying? Esau brought two idolatrous witches, African witches, up into his father's house, and they worshiping the devil in his house. It says, verse 14, it says, and the wives of Esau, it says, and the wives of Esau vexed and provoked Isaac and Rebekah with their works, for they walked not in the ways of the Lord, but served their fathers' gods of wood and stone, as their father had taught them. And they were more wicked than their father. He said, the words say, these two witches was worse than their Canaanite daddy, they evil ass daddy. You see what I'm saying? It says, and they went according to the evil desires of their hearts, and they sacrificed and burnt incense to Balaam. And Isaac and Rebekah became weary of them. And Rebekah said, I am weary of my life because of the daughters of Heth. Rebekah was worried about her life because of the shit that these two witches, these two African witches was doing up in her house. It says, and Rebekah said, I am weary of my life because of the daughters of Heth. If Jacob take a wife for the daughters of Heth, such as these, which are of the daughters of the land, what good then is life unto me? I might as well die. Rebekah said, if Jacob married some hoes like this, I might as well go ahead and die. You understand? Them Canaanites was wicked. Let me show you where let me show you what Abraham was what Abraham made Eleazar promise. Here we go. This Abraham making Eleazar promise he won't get no Canaanite wife for Isaac. It says, it is Genesis 24. It says, and Abraham was old and well stricken in age, and the Lord had blessed Abraham in all things. And Abraham said unto his eldest servant of his house that ruled over all that he had, put, I pray thee, thy hand under my thigh, and I will make thee swear by the Lord, the God of heaven and the God of the earth, that thou shalt not take a wife unto my son of the daughters of the Canaanites, among whom I dwell. Man, Abraham knew not for this not to happen. You understand? Abraham did not want Isaac taking no Canaanite wife because they was against the Most High. You understand? Abraham did not want Isaac to be with no Canaanite woman. This is an African woman. You understand what I'm saying? I showed you in the other video what the Ethiopians was doing. They wicked. You understand what I'm saying? Abraham said, man, don't bring no Canaanite back up in here for Isaac.